So a new article from our good friends over at BuzzFeed. This is by Matt Stopra. He is a fucking douche. That is the fucking truth. But this video is not about Matt Stopra or how lame he is or how lame BuzzFeed is. This is actually about something kind of interesting that Matt did. He went to a Trump rally in Youngstown, Ohio, which ain't too far from yours truly, by the way. And he asked Trump supporters to write out signs on a piece of paper telling us what's going to happen if Trump is not elected and either Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders is elected. The results, well, I mean, come on. You know the results. They're fucking hilarious. God will smite us, USA. Okay. So is God just like standing up in heaven, holding some lightning bolts like, fuck, I'm gonna start hurling these lightning bolts down on these fuckers if they don't vote Trump. I love this guy's shirt, by the way. Make America swole again. Ish. Trump smash! But I have a question. Why does he have such pouty, dick-sucking lips? Is that intentional? Our freedom to speak our minds will suffer. Yeah, that's a weird concern coming from someone who supports a candidate that said he wants to toughen libel laws, specifically so he can sue people for writing unflattering stories about himself. Yeah. All hell will break loose if the people put Clinton or Sanders in office. Hell looks like it's already broken loose in this guy's pants. I mean, seriously, look at this guy. He looks like he wants to fuck Matt Stopra in the butt. I mean, who doesn't? As for the content of the sign, well, I mean, it's just wrong. Communism will form if Trump doesn't win. Hashtag Trump. Yeah, that's right. Communism. Hillary Clinton, this is just for you Trump supporters who don't know this shit. Hillary Clinton is a fucking right-wing corporatist shill, and Bernie Sanders is a center-left candidate who just wants us to embrace more European-style economic policies. So to act like either of these two represent communism is almost as ludicrous as your camo hat and your sleeveless shirt. If Donald Trump doesn't win, we will be a bankrupt third world country overrun by illegals. First question, what prison did this guy escape from? Oh well. The consequence for not voting for Trump, well, they're pretty fucking dire indeed. The instant Clinton or Sanders is sworn in, America will fucking spontaneously become a third world country, and the entire population of Mexico is just gonna spill right over that border in one fell swoop, spelling a dramatic end to our current way of life. I mean, don't let the fact that more Mexicans are leaving the U.S. than coming in get in the way. We've actually lost 140,000 Mexicans from 2009 to 2014. But, you know, fuck facts, right? This is a Trump rally. Education will get worse. Hashtag Trump. You guys know that a hashtag doesn't really work on a piece of paper, right? Camo hats are pretty popular at Trump rallies, I noticed, by the way. Well, anyway, it's a good thing that education will get worse, because as we all know...
I love the poorly educated.
If Hillary wins, one world order. Right. So, Hillary is going to conquer the entire Earth, succeeding where Alexander the Great and Hitler and all the other conquerors throughout history have failed. I must admit that I think you're giving the Hillster a bit too much cred. You poor man's John Voight-looking motherfucker. If Bernie Sanders wins, the U.S. will be bankrupt. First of all, Bernie with a fucking U? That sounds like a lovable mascot for an arsonist club. And for any of you Trump supporters who think I'm being petty here, imagine if you saw someone write Trump as Tremp. Yeah, with an E. I mean, the 30% of you who can read would think that's pretty damn stupid, right? Now, second of all, she starts writing, if Bernie Sanders wins, U.S. will be full of, and then she scratched out full of. What was she going to say? Full of what? Breadsticks? Hats? Feminist slam poetry? And I mean, it wouldn't be bankrupt either. That's dumb. I mean, Trump is the one who's gone bankrupt several times, you know? I don't want a prisoner in office, Hillary. Not everything's free, Bernie. The way you wrote it, it makes it sound like those two said those things, like these are quotes you're attributing to them. Well, if Hillary's a prisoner, she'll be in prison, not in office, so the first one makes no sense. And Bernie has never said everything should be free. He said that college and health care should be free. Now, this one is one of my favorites. America will be full of Hillary clones. Sad face. How does this work exactly? I mean, first of all, who the hell really even is Hillary? I don't know. You don't know. No one fucking knows. She's just an empty pantsuit. She's fucking smoke and mirrors. There's nothing definitive about her or distinctive enough for the American people to become clones of. I mean, unless you mean that there's literally going to be an army of Hillary clones. You know, a clone army like in those terrible Star Wars prequels. But honestly, I wouldn't put it past her. If Trump is not our next president, we had better prepare ourselves for a failed economy, more job loss, more terror attacks, and illegal immigration out of control even more. Trump, 2016. Well, the problem is the Democrats have already been in the White House the last 8 years, and the economy is reasonably healthy by most metrics. Unemployment is much improved since the crash of 2008, even though it's still not great. And illegal immigration is already well under control. So, yeah. I would cry myself to sleep every day, plus get gay married. Troll or not a troll? $15 an hour min would kill our country. I don't see how that would kill our country, especially since many places in the U.S. have already raised the minimum wage with very little in the way of deleterious effects. Also, please stop looking at me like that. You look like one of these guys who likes to cornhole sheep. We didn't have this problem when slavery was in. So, first of all, nice cowardice there, not even showing your face. Second of all, how is that a response to the question you were asked? If Trump isn't elected and Hillary or Bernie is, what would happen? Well, we didn't have this problem when slavery was in. I mean, that's not a response. Third of all, we didn't have what problem when slavery was in? We didn't have the problem of Trump not getting elected and Hillary or Sanders being elected? Well, I mean, I guess you're right. We didn't have that problem then because it was hundreds of years ago and none of those people were born yet. Our country will fail as one... Yeah, gotcha. We're not done with this fucking guy yet. So you're fucking pro-slavery? I mean, really? You think slavery was a good thing? Well, apparently... sad as it is to say, this guy isn't alone because according to a poll conducted by the New York Times, nearly 20% of Trump supporters did not approve of freeing the slaves. What the fuck, America? Oh, by the way, even though this guy covers his face here, you can see part of his face in another photo. Looks like a real winner. Moving on. Our country will fail as one. Our country is divided and will remain that way. That's right. Only Trump, the least controversial presidential candidate ever, can bring all Americans together. It will sucks. It will sucks. I mean, it will sucks. I mean, what the fuck can I even say? No tariffs on imports. All right. If Bernie gets it, the people he wants to tax 95% to pay for things may move away. Well, let's see. Let's take a look at Bernie's proposed tax rates. It looks like Bernie's rate is the same in the first 5 fucking categories there. All the way up to $250,000. Your tax rates are supposed to stay the same under Bernie. Now, of course, this is just a plan put out by the campaign. This doesn't necessarily mean it's going to ring absolutely true. $250,000 to $411,500. It goes from 33% to 37%. $411,501 to $464,850. It goes from 35% to 37%. $464,851 to $499,999 goes from 39.6% down to 37%. $500,000 to $2 million goes from 39.6 to 43. $2 million to $10 million goes from 39.6 to 48%. And over $10 million goes from 39.6% to 52%. Okay, so who are these people that Bernie plans to tax 95%? Because I don't see them here. It's almost as if the guy with this sign is uninformed, but that's not possible. He's a Trump supporter, and those guys are really smart.
I love the poorly educated.
Immigration will get worse. It's not even bad now, and no, it won't. I don't think any other candidate can get anything done. They're just do-nothing politicians. Well, I predict that if Trump were to get in office, he too would have a hard time accomplishing much. This is a very divided country. Getting anything done in either direction is always an uphill battle. Hillary will go to Donald Trump's fourth wedding. Sorry, but what? I mean, is this a joke I should understand the punchline to? Whatever. Let's just say hi to the pro-slavery asshole in the background. Hey, pro-slavery asshole, how you doing lately? If Bernie won, then taxes will be raised when collage becomes free, which may put our country in debt. ... All right, so Bernie Sanders has said time and time again that he'll pay for free college with a tax on Wall Street speculation that will generate hundreds of billions of dollars a year, easily paying for the $75 billion a year needed to make college free. So unless you're a Wall Street speculator, your taxes won't be raised in the current incarnation of this plan. If Trump doesn't win the nomination, I would vote for Bernie. Anti-establishment, my main concern. However, if Bernie wins, I am very concerned about government-run healthcare. Want to have good coverage and testing needed for health reasons, not money concerns. I'm sorry, I don't even know what the fuck that means, that last sentence. I mean, want to have good coverage and testing needed for health reasons, not money concerns. What? What does that mean? Can someone explain that to me? Hillary equals liar. Bernie, socialism doesn't work. He can't give us what he says because Republican Congress, min wage, 15, no good. Well, if Bernie Sanders wins the election, it's pretty unlikely that Democrats won't also sweep Congress as well. By the way, socialism does work, and a living wage is, I'm sorry to tell you, a good thing. But you're right about Hillary being a liar, so, you know, at least that's something. And finally, moving to Italy. Well, that's great. Enjoy their universal health care.
If you feel the burn, you need a Bernie Sanders action figure. Stare upon its majesty. You can get one by supporting the Kickstarter in the description section of this video. Thousands of people are getting this action figure. Do you really want to be one of the pathetic few who don't have it? Visit the link below immediately.